It was an uneasy alliance, a wealthy white patrician and a charismatic black preacher. Martin Luther King considered Robert Kennedy timid on civil rights. Kennedy was privately supportive, making calls to get King released from a Georgia jail, but publicly kept his distance.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Until April 4th, 1968, as Kennedy campaigned for the presidency in Indiana.
Martin Luther King Jr. was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
Kennedy's aides warned him to cancel a stop in Indianapolis. Too dangerous, they said.
There was mixed feelings. People that were angry. I was angry myself.
From the back of a flatbed truck, wearing his slain brother's tweed coat,
Did they know about Martin Luther King?
he broke the news to a mostly black crowd.
Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
It was the first time he'd spoken publicly of the assassination of his brother, President John F. Kennedy.
For those of you who are black and are tempted to be filled with hatred and mistrust of the injustice of such an act against all white people, I would only say that I can also feel in my own heart the same kind of feeling. I had a member of my family killed, but he was killed by a white man.
He had to use his words to calm the fury they felt in their own hearts. And he was really the only person who might have been able to do that at that time, in that moment in history.
Last week, his words were commemorated on a plaque on that site, a reminder of how far the U.S. has come and how far it has yet to go.
That statement right there on the wall resonates right now today as to where our community should be with the love and wisdom and compassion and dealing with those who are still suffering. We're still suffering.
2 months later, Robert Kennedy also was killed by an assassin's bullet. Two voices of hope silenced, forever relegated to a world of what might have been. Half a century later, America still convulses with racial tension. But for one volatile night, as one major city after another burned,
that night, rioting broke out in 130 American cities.
It was a quiet night in Indianapolis. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Indianapolis, Indiana.